Well, welcome back, Darren, for the third time. Were you surprised to get the call?
I was very surprised to get the call, you know, and nothing should shock you in football, but that did. But obviously I got the call and here we are.
And where were you when you got the call?
I was just in the house and got a call, and we first spoke, and he said, look, if a change is to be made, would you consider it? And obviously you know the answer now.
Yeah, absolutely. You've obviously, it was June when you left Doncaster. What have you been doing to fill the gap between then and now?
Well, I've had a good break. I always knew I was going to have a break till January. The first 3 or 4 months, unfortunately, was obviously with my dad being ill and stuff like that. I had to take care of things there and make sure I was there for the family. But after that, you know, I've just been going to watch people work. I was at Manchester City last week. I've been fortunate to be in some good clubs and some good people work. Went down to Tottenham and other clubs. So I've just done that, gone to big games and things like that. But spent time with the family. I've really enjoyed it, actually. Done things I don't normally do. We went skiing over the Christmas period, which was rare for me to get a Christmas off. So I've really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the break, I've got to be honest. But I always felt that January was the time I want to come back to work.
Yeah, but the surprise being here, I suppose it took a lot of people by surprise, including yourself.
Yeah.
Now. But what do you address immediately in terms of the squad and what you have to do to achieve here?
Well, I think the aim is clearly to get promoted, and I think that's been the aim all along. And I don't know what's going on, and there's obviously been a decision made, and I've just got to come in and try and, you know, make sure that we get that promotion or as close. You know, in the playoffs we're in 6th place. Results have not been probably what everyone wanted lately, but I think they're a good bunch of lads, young, good squad, good players, and I've enjoyed working with them in the 24 hours I have done. Had a good meeting with them yesterday. They're a nice bunch of lads.
And the fact that they are young and impressionable, I suppose, does that give you a bit of hope in terms of achieving what you need to? Well,
you always hope. I mean, you get to 17 games to go. It gives you a chance. There's certain things that I'll have to, you know, put my own sort of philosophies on and the way I want to play. And anyone that's obviously followed Peterborough knows the way I do play. But then again, we've got to make sure that we win enough games if we can to get into that area, the playoff area or above. And that's what we're trying to do, and I'll give it my best.
There are a few players who know how you do work. I mean, Marcus Maddison's one, Lee Tomlin's another. I listened to the in-house interview, and you said the arrival of Lee Tomlin was quite vital, basically.
Well, I think it was a big coup to get from the chairman to get Lee, you know, to come back, I have to say. And I think everyone knows what he is as a player. Obviously, he's getting fitter now because he hadn't played for a while, and he's getting some games under his belt. I can see the boy, he's matured since I last seen him and last worked with him. So, you know, I've got to try and get the best out of him, and there's certain ways that you do that. But he's a very, very good footballer, Lee, and no disrespect to the league, but you know, he is above this level. Yeah.
In terms of the next game, obviously it's tomorrow if it's on. Is it good that you've got a game to go straight away rather than having a week to wait?
Ideally, you would prefer a week with the players to work and an ideal situation. But it is what it is, and we've got as much in as we possibly could. We had a meeting with them yesterday after I met them and went through how I wanted to play. And then we did a session with the ones that hadn't played on Saturday. And then obviously we've done a lot of work today towards tomorrow's game. So we've got a fair bit into them. Don't want to do too much because you can, you know, confuse them a little bit. But we've done as much as we feel we had to. We'll do a little bit more tomorrow, and then obviously we hope we go there and get a win.
Yeah, 17 games to go, plenty of points. Do you think there's enough there for you?
I think we've got a chance. You know, we've got a fighting chance. And I know what it takes. I know when you get to the business end of the season, you know, we get to the last third, which we're coming into, you've got to make sure that the mentality and the belief's there, and hopefully we can install that into the players.
And given what you've achieved at this club before, it's obviously got a bit of a hold this club has got for you to come back a third time.
Well, I don't think I would have done it for anyone else till the end of a season. I've got to be honest. Obviously, when the conversation took place, it was a surprise, and I had to give it serious consideration, clearly. But for whatever reason, it seemed to have worked the last couple of times. Obviously, the way it's ended has not been great, but it's very rare that in football things end in a good manner, if you know what I mean. But it doesn't mean I'm going to have success this time. But I know the club, know the fans well. It's my local team, so it'd be fantastic if we could do it again. You know, for the club and the fans, it'd be great. And for the next 3 months, the only thing I'm going to be thinking about is that. I don't have to concentrate on anything else, and I think that's a good thing.
Wish you well.
Thanks very much. Thank you. Cheers. Thanks.